I had a bad head injury. I was playing rugby league. I thought I was going to play that. I had that and the doctor said, oh no, you can't do this and that, can't train. And then I was back. I was training within like 3 months. And I was doing a bodybuilding competition within a year. Even now, my left shoulder, that was over 10 years ago, is never back to normal. I can't actually get it back to this one, but I find ways to work around it. At 14, I had a gym set, one of those multi-station gym sets. And it was in my room. So we had a 2-story house. Mad. It was up in my room. I had a gym set and I had a boxing bag. I'm not even joking. My dad put it for me, the legend. For me, it was more about putting in the work, because it's just me doing it. I liked being able to put in the work and stay consistent and seeing the body change to how I wanted. And then each time that I was doing the shows, or even before that, or each time I trained, you'd feel like the strength, you'd feel your body progress. I kind of got addicted to that. I guess in a way for me, it's never being satisfied is what keeps you wanting to improve and be better. So that's something that kind of did help me too in the competitive side of things. I think if you thought, oh yeah, fuck, I look mad, then you're kind of more likely just to start cruising and maybe taking shortcuts. Where I've never, I don't know, it sounds bad, but I've never looked at myself and be like, oh yeah, this is it. I'm where I want to be.
Dennis Schneider, welcome bro. Thank you for allowing me to set up and film in your place.
Thank you for having me on.
Bro, you are a busy man. Multiple businesses, kids, training. What's one negotiable that you refuse to drop, no matter what?
It might not sound good, but my Sundays is my day off with the family. So yeah, I'm going one non-negotiable. It's my Sundays with the family, lad. Reset. Obviously Monday to Saturday I'm balls to the wall with everything that's going on. And Sundays, unless there's some bodybuilding competitions around there, obviously I need to do that. But my Sundays, man, I look forward to those every week, and that's, I think, what gets me through all the hustle and bustle at the end of the day.
You need that time just to reset, and father of 3 as well, they definitely keep you on your toes.
Oh, bro. On my toes, but you wouldn't have it any other way.
You said like the biggest title for you is being a husband and being a father. What does that mean to you?
Oh, well, everything really. I don't want to sound cliche, but that's just what it is, man. And early on, obviously, my background is within fitness and things like that. Your goals change. Back then, I'm like, oh, I want to be the best because I want to impress people and things like that, you know. Now when I'm doing the competitions and the business and everything like that, it's just to show the kids what hard work and discipline is, and then hopefully leave a good legacy for them and someone for them to be proud of, you know.
You mentioned legacy. I want to dive straight in, like for you, like what?
He's going straight in,
bro, what is your, I guess, idea of legacy? Like, what do you want to leave behind?
Just to my children is, if you believe, if you got dreams, then you need to go for them. And stay true to your word. If you say you're going to do something, then you stick to it, you do it. But yeah, really, bro, is chase your dreams. And that's why I do what I do. Now as well, I feel like I've just flipped back now. What was the question again?
Your legacy. What do you want to leave behind?
That's it, just to show my kids, man, is to believe in yourself. I think I said it, bro. I'm just going to cut it there. Believe in yourself, chase your dreams. You can do anything.
It's interesting when you become a father, and like prior to that, in a way, you're selfishly chasing your goals and your aspirations. But then when you become a dad, everything shifts, and it's like, okay, yes, I'm doing it for me, but ultimately I'm doing it for you guys as well. What was the biggest shift for you in all that, becoming a dad?
That's it, man. It's like, it just kind of happened. It wasn't like, oh, I'm going to change and do this. Because I kept continually doing the competitions and things like that as I got older. And then having the kids, I just found when I'm up at 3 a.m. in the morning and feeling a little bit sluggish, because you don't feel like doing these things every single day. I do enjoy it, but you still have days when you're down and you're feeling a little bit down. And I'm thinking, oh, the day is coming when I'm going to get up on stage and my kid's going to be there, you know. So there's no pussying out. You've got to get it done. Show them, man, the hard work. That's it.
The grind's different as well. Because you see these 20-year-olds going, yeah, I'm grinding. But the ultimate grind is when you have kids and you got to wake up at 3, 4 a.m. and do that stuff before they wake up. And then you got the chaos of all that. And then business and everything on top like that. To me, that's the ultimate grind.
Yeah. I think those early wake-ups, that's a non-negotiable there in itself, because if I didn't have those, then I wouldn't have time to get everything in, you know, because I do have set tasks for the day. And I know balance, it's good to have balance, but at the same time, that balance can sway as well. When you're getting close to a competition, I have to admit, sometimes I've got to sway that balance being more towards a competition. I'm still there for my wife and my kids and my family, obviously, always. But yeah, it's just finding the right balance can be tough.
I think it comes down to priorities.
Yeah.
Because so many people, they chase balance. Is there ever balance?
Not really.
It just comes down to seasons in life and what are you prioritizing. Like for you, there's a season where you're prioritizing your comps, and then there's going to be a season of business, season of family. There's ultimately not going to be ever a pure balance in it all.
That's it, man. And if you want to be the best at something, you need to kind of acknowledge that. It can sound bad at times, and look, there's still, even when I'm in comp prep, I still have the Sunday, the family day, where I do that. But it's just, your energy can be down a little bit too. I'm still there, I'll make sure that I do it, and I'm there with the kids, but your energy's down. And me just being transparent and honest. It's like a little bit of a drag towards the back end of a prep, you know. Where now, in an off season, I'm still 100% on my diet, my training and everything like that. But those days I look forward to getting out and about and taking the kids wherever they want to go. Holy moly or putt-putt, or went the other day to that laser challenge.
Oh yeah, how was that?
It was all right. The boys versus the girls. I don't know if Ash can hear us, but the girls smacked us. But they had the advantage. They'd been there before. I'd never been. So as soon as we rolled in, the girls got up. They got these little hideouts and that. And I've rolled in, so it's just me making excuses. Me and Alex got smashed.
You need to pick up your act next time.
Next time it's not happening. It is not happening.
You mentioned the early wake-ups, and you said like 3, 4 a.m. you're getting up in the morning. And it's discipline over anything else.
Yeah.
In your eyes, what's the difference between discipline and motivation?
Motivation is, you can say you're going to do something and be keen for a week or two, but it's if you when it comes to discipline, it's actually doing it consistently every single day, you know. And I see that with my clients, and I hear that with friends and family all the time. They sound like they're motivated, and you can sound like you're motivated and like you're going to do something, but it's not until you actually stick to it and do it day in, day out. That's discipline, and that's how you're actually going to get to where you want to go.
Would you say you have always been disciplined? Or is that something you developed, or did it stem from your upbringing?
I've always had that in me. I'm not sure, I don't know if that sounds cocky or whatever, but even from a young age, I was always pretty set in my ways. If I said that I was going to do something, then I'd be doing it. Yeah. Can't really pinpoint a turning point or where that's happened. Certain things have helped and shaped the way that I went, but I'm pretty confident in saying that whenever I say I'm going to do something, even from young, then I do it.
Were your parents like that? Was your dad like that as well?
In some regard, but I don't know when I talk smack about my old man, but I'd like to say yes.
Yeah.
But in some things, like the discipline on that side, my dad was he's like a Hungarian background, so that side, I'll always thank him for that. He taught us, like, no, you got to do this, eat your dinner, have your greens, and things like that. And I guess that shaped and stuck for me. You can't go out at this time. Where my mum was more like the loving, caring kind of nature. So I was very lucky growing up. I had me and 2 brothers. We had the balance there, and I guess I was able to take the positives from both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there any like turning points in your upbringing that you feel like have shaped you into the man that you are today?
I think early on the couple of injuries that I copped, because I've always been very fitness orientated, and I thought I was going to play football and and then getting an injury, and that stopped me in my tracks, and then showing the resilience and that to be able to flip and then change and put all my effort into something else. And that taught me, okay, as long as you put the effort in here into something that you believe in and you enjoy, then you're going to be able to exceed in that as well. Yeah. Well, like I could have easily, after I had that injury early on, I'm not sure if you're aware, whatever, I was about 18 or 19, I had a bad head injury. I was playing rugby league. I thought I was going to play that. And then I had that, and the doctor said, "Oh no, you can't do this and that, can't train." And I ended up having a gym set, and then I was back. I was training within like 3 months, and I was doing a bodybuilding competition within a year. And then I shifted, and that's what started off that, you know. So I'd say that kind of showing myself that just to never give up, and in the early stages, you feel sorry for yourself a little bit, but if you can break through and shift all that negative energy into something positive, that would have been a big turning point for me to show. And then I was successful in the bodybuilding competition too, which topped it off again. Yeah.
It's interesting how we can go through a dark period in our life, and then being able to transmute that into something like a healthy outlet for you being fitness. And for myself, going through personal things last year, the biggest thing that helped me through that was my health and fitness, and doing my first boxing fight, like having that, goal to chase.
Yeah.
To get yourself in the gym every day, you're chasing something, you have the discipline, and you get the result at the end of it. It doesn't allow you just to sit there in your feelings and emotions. There's a time and place to sit there and to embrace it all, but you need to go after something. And as men, the biggest way that we process shit is to move our body.
That's it.
We have to move the body. We have to connect with not only ourselves but like-minded individuals as well. And you would get that at the gym with all the other boys too.
Absolutely, man. You got to flip that. You got to flip that switch, because it's very easy to continue sinking yourself down into that negative hole. So it's good if you've got someone around, or even if you don't, just being conscious of what's actually going on and snapping out of it and saying, "Oh, fuck this. Let's go. What am I going to do next?" And just put one foot in front of the other and keep going.
Would you say that head injury for you is probably one of the darkest periods in your life thus far?
Yeah, there's that, and my shoulder too. It doesn't sound as big, but my shoulder was a pretty massive downer for me too, because it was a pretty severe injury, and I had a few surgeons saying to me I wouldn't be able to. That was like a few years later, saying I wouldn't be able to do the competitions again and this and that, and obviously I couldn't train properly. So now how we're saying shifting your energy, my normal outlet was going to the gym and getting that sense of accomplishment by getting stronger and moving forward like that. And then with the shoulder, I was still going in and doing my legs and things like that, but obviously the body doesn't look the same. You don't feel the same. I've got these goals that I want to chase, and can't fully lock in. So I found it hard a little bit there. I wasn't drinking or anything, but I had a couple of nights there where I got a little bit more drunk than what I normally would at that age. I don't drink now.
Yep.
But back then, and I think that all stemmed from, being in a dark place, like you said. But again, as that progressed forward and I found ways, I just didn't give up, man. I just found ways to slowly build up. Even now, my left shoulder, that was over 10 years ago, is never back to normal. I can't actually get it back to this one. But I find ways to work around it.
Yeah.
Just how the surgery was done. The joint, how they had to stabilize it, what are they called? Not staples, anchors that they put in. Yeah. It's never back to normal, but I never gave up and just kept finding ways to be able to fucking make it work.
You just gotta adapt and pivot, right?
That's it. Adapt and overcome, that's it.
I'm curious, like, how do you go from footy to bodybuilding? Like, has bodybuilding always been like an interest for you, or was it just something you fell into, or?
Yeah, I was always interested in it. At 14, both of my brothers were getting I never got a PlayStation or Xbox. I'd fuck around with them every now and then. Not going to lie about that, but at 14, I had a gym set, one of those multi-station gym sets.
Yep.
And it was in my room. So we had a 2-story house. Mad. It was up in my room. I had a gym set and I had a boxing bag. I'm not even joking. My dad put it for me, the legend, out of one of the beams in the roof.
Yeah.
So I had a boxing bag I'll have to try to dig the photo up. A boxing bag in my roof, and ended up coming out from hitting it. Not because I had hard hits, but just I probably was hanging off it. I told my mates that I was hitting it. But yeah, the boxing bag and the multi-station gym set at 14. And that was while I was still playing league then. So I always had an interest in the human body and growing muscle. But I was still more into rugby league back then. In saying that too, the preseason training I actually enjoyed, where a lot of guys wouldn't really like.
I hated preseason.
Yeah.
Especially
So I was a bit of a fucking weirdo like that.
The sand dunes.
Yeah,
those
we went
sessions
there.
were the worst.
Wonder?
Yep.
Yeah.
I hated it.
Admittedly, I wasn't as good. So I'd always be good at the normal training in the fields and all that around, like on the grass. But when we went to Wanda, there was a couple of boys that were getting ahead of me. I don't know if it was a difference in the sand or what it was. Or the calves just filled up with blood. I don't know. Yeah. But I did notice that, it's a different kind of fitness.
Oh, it's different. Bro.
Yeah.
Worst.
Yeah. That was ugly.
I don't miss it.
Yeah. That was about 20 years ago, and I can remember that pretty clearly. So it affected me negatively. No, positively.
When we speak about bodybuilding, it's interesting because you would probably see this as well. A fair few people will go into bodybuilding out of, I would say maybe insecurities in their life, body dysmorphia, all that kind of thing, and they'll step on stage, and in a way, it can be very unhealthy if they do it wrong.
Yeah.
How do you go about navigating that? Like, would you say for you, was there any insecurities around why you stepped into bodybuilding?
No, I'm pretty solidly say no. I think for me it was more about putting in the work, because it's just me doing it. I liked being able to put in the work and stay consistent and seeing the body change to how I wanted. And then each time that I was doing the shows, or even before that, or each time I trained, you'd feel like the strength, not every single week, but you'd feel your body progress. I kind of got addicted to that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But you are right. I've had clients in the past and all that. And in saying that too, I do have a little bit of a body For years, I would only wear jumpers. Ask anyone, I'd wear jumpers and tracksuit pants around, even when I was doing the bodybuilding competitions. But I guess that's even still now. You never feel. For me, I always felt a little bit uncomfortable. Like I was never big enough, you know.
Yeah, okay.
And even still now, I'll be like, oh fuck, I'll ask Ash or whoever. Like, every now and then,
Bro, you're
you know,
jacked.
get a little bit of a, and it's not to feel like I need a compliment to try and gas me up. I'm genuinely asking, I'm like, I don't know, do you reckon I'm actually getting bigger or what's going on, you know? So that does still pop in your head every now and then. I don't know, is that weird?
I think it's not weird. I think everyone goes through it at some point in their life. Like as I was mentioning to you off air before, and I've discussed this before, when I was 16, I thought I was too skinny, and I thought I had to take steroids to get bigger. And then I got bigger, and then I had another complex again. And it's like, you're always going to have those thoughts about yourself.
Yeah.
And it's natural.
Yeah. And I guess in a way, for me, it's never being satisfied is what keeps you wanting to improve and be better. So that's something that kind of did help me too in the competitive side of things. I think if you thought, oh yeah, fuck, I look mad, then you're kind of more likely just to start cruising and maybe taking shortcuts. Where I've never, I don't know, it sounds bad, but I've never looked at myself and be like, oh yeah, this is it. I'm where I want to be. It's always something, you know?
There's something bigger. There's always something bigger.
Yeah.
And did you say the quote then, proud but never satisfied? Is that what you said before?
Yeah.
I got that, you may have got that from Christian Guzman. Do you know who he is? He's like an American bodybuilder, but he owns a massive gym over there called Alphalete.
Oh, yeah.
I've been following him since he started YouTube. And that's one of his biggest quotes is like, proud but never satisfied.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's true, like, yes, be proud of how far you've come and what you've achieved, but there is always more.
Exactly right,
like, yes, sometimes enjoy it, be a little bit complacent, but always shoot for something bigger.
Yeah.
You have to.
And that's what keeps you moving forward, I believe.
What's the price, though? What's the price of always chasing something bigger?
It's a hard one, man.
It's Because a lot of people sacrifice their families, the good things in their life to chase this big goal. And a lot of the times it's monetary. And you climb the mountain, you achieve it, you look around, there's no one with you.
Yeah. No, I'm very lucky in that regard where I've been able to shape and tick all the boxes that I believe I needed to progress to where I want to be and still have them involved in a way, you know, like even on the Sundays I said with his family day, me and Ash will go train and I take the kids. I'm lucky enough because I work at the gym. The kids are in the creche there. They can play around for an hour and a half, you know. But the sacrifice, I guess, over the years, I missed out on a fair bit of fun because I started competing when I was 19.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's why it's hard for me to answer that question because I was having fun doing what I was doing too. So to some people, they're like, oh, bro, you're missing out on this and that. So I missed parties and drinking and a lot of that, you know. Which admittedly, I was like, oh, fuck, it would have been fun. But at the same time, I think I got more of a kick out of sticking to what I wanted to do and chasing the goals and doing that way, you know.
It gives you fulfillment.
Yeah.
You're chasing your purpose, because I was very similar. Like the whole thing for me was rugby league, chasing that goal. So I never really went out partying. And it wasn't until last year when I went through my relationship breakdown, I was like, I've never gone and really partied before. So I went out and partied, had a bit of fun.
Yeah.
It's not that fulfilling.
Nah. See, this is the thing now, if you ask me, I'm like, I'm not regretting sticking to my guns and training for the competitions or what did I miss really? A few drunken nights and that the next day you don't even remember anyway. Yeah. And for the big events, I still manage, if they're outside my competition, I'd still be able to go out and I can have fun without drinking. That's the thing, yeah. Early on was a little bit harder because you had the boys in your ear, come on lad, don't be a fucking pussy, this and that. Which is all right, they just want you to, they think that you're missing out a good time too, they want you to have a good time. But as the years progress and my good mates that get it, they don't even hassle me anymore. So I can go to the birthdays, I'll still go even if it's a couple of weeks out, I've been to weddings, I'll take the meals and just duck out to the car and smack it like that.
Yeah.
Although that annoying kind of banner stopped as I got older, and they're like, okay, fuck, I guess he's actually doing this. Yeah. Where early on, they'd try and give it to you. And then there was a stage where I did just avoid, because it got annoying.
Yeah.
Going out, I'll just have a drink here and there, you know.
For me, it's the lemon lime and bitters, mate.
Hey?
Just drink lemon lime and bitters, you're sweet.
I'd have a couple of Coke Zeros.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. That's my go-to.
And you competing in bodybuilding, that naturally transpired into the business, the coaching business as well?
Yeah.
Did you always want to do that, or was it just like a natural progression for you?
Yeah, I think I helped out a mate and I helped out my younger brother for bodybuilding competition. And they done well. And then that felt, when they done well and the fact that I actually helped them and told them what to do, I got the same feeling out of that as when I was doing the competitions. So I'm like, fuck, this is all right. And then it slowly just progressed like that.
Because have you had like an entrepreneurial business mindset but prior to that? Like, were you building businesses or were you just working or? So
I was in the cops, I'm not sure if you're aware.
No.
Yeah. So I was in the police from 2010 to 2018. So it was like 7 and a bit years. Yeah. But growing up, I never wanted to be in the police. I wanted to play footy.
Yep.
And then the head injury happened. I wasn't focusing on anything else. And then I wanted to be a fiery, actually. The fireys, they had the cutoff was already past it.
Yep.
And the police, it was an election year. And I seen it was like a few months away. And they were doing a big intake. I applied and I got it. So I went out to Goulburn. And then I just done that. So while I was in the police, I done my first bodybuilding competition while I was still down in Goulburn. And then from there, I started up the business and then slowly built it. And then when it got to a point where I was like, oh, I've got to start losing clients here because I've got too much. I already had the 2 girls. I was working in the cops. I was running Schneider Fitness. And I was like, oh, and I was still doing comps as well, you know. So then I had a chat with Ash, and I was like, I think I'm going for it, I'm just going to leave and resign from the police, and then started the coaching full time.
So were you this jacked when you were a copper?
No. So I competed.
Fuck, you'd be scary. I wouldn't want to mess with you.
I was doing the competitions and all that, but I was lighter. I was doing, I competed naturally for 10 years before I changed over to the enhanced side.
Yep.
And I'm glad that I've done that, because that way I can say, because I managed to do well there too, I could say that I won the nationals and everything naturally, and then changed over. Because now, the first thing that you'll hear from guys, not to my face or to me, but you hear guys say, oh, it's because he's on the gear.
Yep.
I can kind of say, oh, I've done it naturally for 10 years as well, and so I've got both, you know.
And then this all started a year ago. All
Yes,
One Protein.
All One Protein.
How did that come about?
Well, as we've just spoke about, I've been in the industry for 15 years. And a lot of that time I've been helping people, and I've been telling people to take supplements. And not all of them I truly believed in. So I thought, oh, I'd like to have something that I can fully get behind and that I believe in and that I trust. And that's how All One came about. It worked well because I'm close mates with Ty Tuivasa as well. So I'd done the bodybuilding side, he had the fighting side. And Ty's not a fitness freak, but trust me, he's fucking fit. And he's obviously been in that for the same amount of time. He's been fighting for the same amount of time that I've been bodybuilding. So it just made sense for us to line up and kick off All One.
I'll have to definitely try it out for sure.
Yeah, well, you take a few of these with you today, mate. And you can give us some feedback. I know it's going to be positive, but you can tell us which one you like the most.
What have been the biggest lessons in business for you?
Biggest lessons in business. I think the first one would be the actual fact of starting it, because if you're waiting for the right time, then you're just going to be waiting forever. So obviously thinking about it for a while, I think if you believe in something, you trust it, and you're passionate about it, and it's something that you've been thinking about for a long time, you're not thinking about it every single day, then you got to go for it. Because I hear a lot of guys say, oh, I want to do this, 5 years later, and nothing's going on, you know? So yeah, I think if you're waiting for the right time, it's never going to come. You just got to go for it. That's what I'd say.
Yeah, there's never a right time. Just take action on it. You're going to learn as you go, and I think the best way to learn business is to do business.
That's it.
You're going to fuck up.
Yeah.
It is what it is, right?
It's true.
Because, like, what have been some of the fuck-ups that have, like, really taught you a big lesson in business?
Fuck-ups. One for, not so much with the All One, but for the Schneider fitness side, is being too nice.
Yeah.
It's not really a fuck-up, but, like, I love helping people. So, like, I'll get people come in, and it's a friend of a friend or whatever, and then I'm giving these discounts. And then it wasn't until a few years ago that I worked out, I'm like, fuck. I worked out, like, over a month, I just charged my actual price. And because I believe in and I do deliver a good service, it's like I worked out the amount of money that I could have been making and that I'm actually making, and for the same time, you know. So, yeah, I'd say if you're good at what you do, stick to your guns and don't just give out discounts all the time. Every now and then, if it's going to come back in a certain way, then of course you can work that out. But for a long time there, man, I was cutting myself short for no reason.
I think we all do it.
Yeah, but because I do like that feeling of saying, oh yeah, you know what, bro, just it's $550, just give me $500, and I don't know, something about that. They're like, oh, you sure? I'm like, yeah. Something about that does feel good, but at the same time, it's the service and it's your knowledge. And at the end of the day, now what really made me switch is I got my wife and 3 kids. This is how I'm putting food on the table.
You still got bills to pay, right?
Exactly right. So you can pay the full price, and I'll get you the results.
That's it. That's
what I'm here for.
And I think true friends as well will be willing to pay full price for your products.
Yeah, I did find that, and it's I don't know if it'll come across in a good or bad way, but I found other people that own their own businesses, are the first ones that will say, or that have done that, are the first ones that say, no, I'll take it. Where other ones, it's like, oh, you started the protein company. And it's like yeah. Oh, I haven't tried the pre-workout. I'm like, oh, well, the site's been there for a few months, you know, like you could have ordered, but they're hinting, you know. So it's like, oh, I'll say, okay, are you trying to tell me you want something or what's going on? So you get those ones. Yeah.
Where do you want to take all this? This business
To the moon.
to the moon.
That's what I'm supposed to say, eh? No, but it's true, man. I really do. I really do want to go right on with it. We need to expand, but that's all going to come with time. And when I say expand, bring out more products.
What is your product range at the moment?
Right now, we've got the pre-workout in the 3 flavors: Red Frog, Grape Bubblegum, Lemon Sherbet. We've got the greens in the chocolate and fruit salad. And then we've got the meal replacement there. That's delicious, that, bro. The caramel biscuit, choc honeycomb, vanilla ice cream, and chocolate fudge.
What's the go-to for you?
This bad boy here is probably my favourite, the Red Frog.
Yeah,
The
okay.
one shot, yeah. But they're all nice, man,
Yeah.
honestly. And that was a good thing about having Ty there too, and a few of the others, like the girls and all that are in the background with the flavouring. Because with me, I'm a little bit old school. If I know that something works and the products work, I know because I helped with the formulation and everything like that, then I'll just have it. So they come back a few times in the early stages. I'm like, oh, that's mad. And then Ty will go on and taste shit. So that's what takes a little bit too to get it out, you know. That's why the flavours are so good though.
Yeah.
So that was, I can't really take the credit for that.
Especially with the supplement industry, like
Bro.
it has to taste good.
There's so many different brands now. So you got to bring that edge, and I am confident, man. Our flavouring and all of our stuff is top notch.
Because how have you found that in the supplement industry? It's really oversaturated.
Yeah.
There's so many brands. How have you found like being able to break through there and make all one protein like stand out?
Breakthrough. I wouldn't say that we have. Being honest, I wouldn't say that we've really broken through yet. We're still in the early stages, trying to build it up. But everything's going steady, man. We're really happy with it. So we launched in April. What's that? Maths? 9 months. We've been open for, and we're in over 40 stores across Australia, and obviously we've got our online thing going at the moment. We're still trying to build, but yeah, marketing. What was the question?
Fuck me, you throw me off.
That was a good question.
No, how do you break through?
Yeah. So
for you, like
that's the thing.
in an oversaturated market,
Yeah.
you want to break through and stand out. How are you going about doing that?
Yeah. So the breakthrough is still on the horizon. Like we're obviously still working towards that breakthrough. But I think the advantage that we've got is that with me being on the ground and actually being and talking to people, getting the feedback that we're getting, and listening. It's hard to say, man. You know what? Marketing. So with the business, marketing is such a big thing at the moment with social media and trying to get the brand and that out there. So that's all well and good to sell your first product, but then if your marketing is good and your product's shit, then I don't know. I don't really. That's not impressive to me. I'd rather the second tub that they're buying. I'm more happy with that. So if I can get people coming back and reordering. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
It's a long-term value of the
It's
customer.
a long term, man. Yeah, you want people coming back because they believe in your product, because they trust your product. And I think that's with being on the ground and actually speaking to having the clients and being a little bit more hands-on with everything over the years has really helped, you know.
Because I see you're out in the community a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big thing for us. As I think we've put on social media a few times with this meal replacement here. For every 10 of those that are sold, we're giving one away for free to a charity at the end of every year.
Okay.
Yeah. So at the end of last year, I think it was like 90 something. It ended up being 90 something of these but we rounded up to 100.
Yep.
And then we gave them to a couple of the charities and that for free, you know, because again, it's going back to then that feeling of like you feel good giving back,
giving back,
you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are big on the community and just helping, but results too, bro. That's what That's what it's there for.
I think it's a big Western Sydney thing too, to be able to give back.
Yeah.
It's like, we can build the business, we can succeed, but being able to give back is what it's for. I think it's so important. That's why I love doing what I do and being able to give back, create community.
Yeah.
It's important. And it inspires the next generation as well. They have someone to look up to.
Yeah, that's it.
Because I see you, do you do stuff with Greg, Creative Springs?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do a lot of stuff with him.
Yeah.
So
Greg's a legend. I grew up with Greg, and he's doing really well in the. He's big in the community, and he's got the same thing, man. He loves helping people, and he's a bloody legend.
he is. Now, we're sitting in your warehouse. We've got your business. We've got your beautiful wife at the back there.
She's hiding at the back.
What does it mean for you to have her in your corner, supporting you every step of the way?
I'm very lucky, man. I'm very lucky. I mean, because I'm disciplined, and I'm all these things that you've got to be to be able to be successful in the bodybuilding and all of that. But there does come days where you will second guess yourself, and that's where Ash has always kind of timed it perfectly, you know. And she's come in and said, "Oh, you're smashing it. Keep going." Just a couple of words. That's all I need, you know. And she times it perfectly. And even if she doesn't say anything, it's just knowing that she's there. She supports everything. Fucking makes things a lot easier, man. I speak to other guys. Unfortunately, they don't have the same support, and I couldn't think of anything worse. Feeling bad about. So for me, obviously, last year I'm doing the bodybuilding. I want to go overseas to Japan and compete, and I wanted to do the business. Wanted to leave the cops. Everything that I'd done, she was like, "That's it." Yeah, there was no pushback. So very lucky.
And as a man, that's what you want, right?
That's it. Yeah. That's it, man.
Support, respect,
Yeah.
peace.
Yes.
Challenge you in a healthy way to be better.
Yeah.
Makes life easier.
Hey?
Makes life easier.
A lot easier. You know, and you work together with things. Like I'm the one, I'm here and all that, but you can see, obviously, even today, you've seen yourself. She's running around in the back there. She's not up on really, every now and then I've tried to tell her to start putting stuff up. But there's been years with the competitions and me running Schneider Fitness, where she's running around getting the shirts made up, you know, doing cookies for my clients and all these things that up in the background that she's doing that help grow the businesses. But
and you got the kids on top of that as well.
Yes, exactly. 3 of them.
Definitely keeps you both on your toes.
Yeah, man.
But it's worth it.
That's it. I wouldn't have it any other way. I like to be busy. Man. I can't really sit around, I can go, like, say, over the holidays. I don't know what it is, but if it's like a week goes by, I'm kind of itching. I'm stuck in my structure, like stuck in my ways. Again, I think I've said it a few times. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but that's just me saying how I am.
I'm very much the same. I can't sit there for too long. Like
yeah. And I can only go away if I've just smashed something. So, like, I've just had a big year, or so after a competition, then I can relax for a few days because I feel like I deserve it. But then a couple of days will roll around and I start ticking, you know. This hasn't been done, or this could be done. You know what we should do now to help that? And it kicks off again, and then I'm back into it.
Whether it's healthy or not, I don't know.
I think it's a good thing, man. You know, because we're happy. It'd be different if it was the opposite, and because I'm like that and everything. You know, we're having arguments every day, and we have little arguments, but I'll just put her in a headlock and it's over, you know. I do not put her in a headlock. Ash, do I put you in headlocks? She didn't answer.
Well,
we'll move on from there.
I want to ask though, with business, with relationships, with being a dad, it is hard at times. I mean, I'm not going to say balance, but trying to prioritize a lot of that.
Yeah.
How do you go about keeping a healthy relationship? Because there's a lot of successful people in this world, but then they come home and their family life is not so good. And you mentioned having the Sunday where it's a family reset day, but other than that, how do you go about keeping a healthy dynamic in the household?
I think communication's a big one. For us personally, me and Ash had a really good relationship before we were friends before we got together. And we've always been able to fuck around and laugh, and yeah, that's really helped, even in probably in situations that we couldn't be laughing. One of us, or we are having a little argument, and I'll say a word wrong with the wrong letter, and then she'll laugh. See, she loves that shit, stuff like that. But yeah, I think that helped us, man. I really do. That we were friends before we got together. So now it's like I've got my mate there, and then you do the under the cover things as well. It's just like as a bonus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that answers your question, but that's, for me personally, that's all I can speak for. That's with a healthy relationship is, I don't know, because you can't force yourself to stay who you were, but we've just been lucky enough to still we've got the same sense of humour, we get along, we've got the same morals with the kids. I can't give you
You've
a
grown
pinpoint.
together.
Exactly right, yeah.
And you have the same values, they said, morals.
Yeah.
You're building all this together, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Where do you think so many men go wrong there? Especially when they are chasing big goals.
I guess getting cocky. I guess you could see guys get a little bit cocky and thinking that they're better than other people. They start doing well in competitions or whatever sport they're in, or in business, and then not showing recognition as well. Because obviously Ash does all that. I make sure that I'll let people know that I'm not doing all this all by myself in my posts, and not because I feel like I need to, but because that's just what I want to do. Where other guys, I think, yeah, if they get a bit selfish or the ego gets ahead of them, it's like, oh yeah, fuck I done this and that. No mention of the team or whoever was behind him and supporting, and then that's going to cause dramas within the relationship naturally.
Yep.
And then if that's happening over time and time again, you can understand how there can be a bit of a breakdown.
Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
That's it. Teamwork makes the dream work. It's so true, but with any sport, like, so bodybuilding sounds like it's an individual sport, and it is, like, a big part of it is, but behind the scenes, man, a lot goes on, and there's a lot of help from, because I coach myself too, so I don't even have a coach.
Yeah, okay.
But like how I said to you in the mornings, Ash has been around for long enough, and there's some couple mornings where I'm like, Ash, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, she's probably spewing, but she gets up during the prep a few weeks out, and I'm like, do you reckon, because it's a big thing to have your glutes in. So I'm going, she probably hasn't even got her eyes open, but I'll just need that some days. And when I say it's only probably 2 or 3 days out of a whole comp prep that I might need it, which is fuck all really. Well, I say, oh, my glutes in, like, what do you mean? Just give me a little, yes, they're in. You're looking on, just relax, Yeah. Pretty much shut the fuck up when we go to bed. Yeah, and then I'll hit her back straight away because I'm in that kind of state.
Yep.
Seriously, but have a look. Are they? Then she told me 2 or 3 times. I'm all right.
Stepping on stage.
Yeah.
Going through the whole prep, getting your body down to very low body fat. What is it like? I know in your mind you're probably very sluggish and you can't process a lot of things. But what is it for you stepping on stage? Like, what does that mean to you?
We mentioned it before, that sense of accomplishment and of putting in all the work and everything every single day, and being able to step out there knowing that you've done everything that you can to get to that point. There's nothing else that you could have done. It's a good feeling, man. So when it's back there, I still think about that in my head every single time before I get on stage. You've done everything. This is it. Let's go. And you're backstage, and sometimes it gets lagged, it's a little bit behind. It's like, just get me the fuck out there. Let's get this on, But being comfortable, trying to learn to get comfortable being uncomfortable, that's a big one, man. Because getting, how you mentioned, those last few weeks of feeling sluggish, it's going to happen. If you want to do really well in bodybuilding, 9 times out of 10, you got some outliers, but 9 times out of 10, your calories are down. You're expected to keep your strength up because that's what's going to keep the muscle tissue there. You got to perform every day, and then you're balancing all these other things, business, kids, and all that. So you're not comfortable. But if you can be conscious of what's going on, obviously have your why you're doing it. It's a strong one because that's what's going to keep you locked in and disciplined. You just got to stay locked in, man. Grind it out.
What's some of the dumb shit you've done when you've been that low in body fat and calories? Your mind not working properly. Might have to get Ash
I've
over
crashed
here.
a car. Yeah. I've crashed a car.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Ran up the arse of someone. That was years ago. And it was the one time I was getting my car serviced. I borrowed my dad's Prado, old car, but he carried on, you know. So yeah, I was coming home from Fairfield. I was 2 weeks out. Yeah. Shut up the back of someone. So that was one. I don't know, man. Just your everyday stuff.
Yeah.
You're just a little bit... In the later years now that I've gotten older, I don't know, because I've done so many, I've developed a pretty good, not understanding, but framework of how to navigate through it all. So I've definitely gotten better. But yeah, in the early years when I was younger, I feel like I struggled a bit more, eh? Yeah. There was one time I got so this might make me sound like a dog, but Ash is cruisy. See, I can say stories like this, and I know she's not going to get cut. She'll laugh about it. So we were walking. I was a couple of weeks out here again from a comp. What I only would have been in juniors. So Ash has been around since then. And obviously, I'm calorie restricted. I can't eat. And she's been a good missus. Back then, we weren't married. And she's coming for my faster cardio walk around the block with me. And she's got an apple. Obviously, I'm starving. I'm not allowed to eat until we get back. I'm going to have egg whites and asparagus or something. And the way she's biting this apple as we're walking, she's crunching the thing, cruising, you know. And I grabbed the apple and I just launched it like over the side fence. Scumbag. And she kept walking with me. I think she walked like 2 meters in front of me for the rest of the walk. But yeah, that's one thing where I kind of snapped. And I was natural then too, mind you, so no one can say anything about that. I think I would have been 2013, 2014. Idiot.
When you are natural and you are doing bodybuilding, how does that affect your hormones? Like your test levels, does that really deplete them?
Yeah. It's hard to say because it's case by case. Everyone's kind of different. And back then, unlike now, I never really got my bloods and all that done to see what was actually going on with my test. So I'd just the feedback I'd be able to give is just going off how I felt, and I felt like shit. But I was like mentally wise though, and that's what helped build the foundation and get to where I am now, I believe, is going through those natural competitions for 10 years and grinding them out, making sure that I kept the strength there when I was on fuck all calories and feeling like a string bean.
Yeah.
You know, all those, they teach you the foundations, and then you can use that as you go on, and if you do want to progress to enhance, at least you've got that there, you know how to push, and then the add-ons there is just extras.
You did, your biggest show was last year that you did?
Yeah.
What did you come in that?
So I won the state titles here, and I won the nationals here in the heavyweight bodybuilding. And then I went overseas to the amateur Olympia, which was in Japan. And I ended up getting third over there.
Nice.
So I did do, when I was natural, so 2016, I won the nationals for the natural competitions as well. And I got my pro card in the naturals. And then I went overseas and done the universe, and I got third in that too. But it was nowhere near as big as the IFBB Pro League is. That's where your Ronnie Coleman's and your Arnold Schwarzenegger, it was the IFBB Pro League, you know. Massive.
Is there a big difference between the person that got first compared to you? Or is there just minor differences?
In this one just gone,
Yeah.
he was bigger. So the guy that won was from Kuwait.
Yeah, okay.
And it's a little bit tricky. There was no heavyweight. So normally I'm in under hundreds, which is heavyweights. There's no heavyweight. So he was 120 something on stage, and I was down to 93, 94.
Ah, yep.
You know, so normally I would have been, so the two guys that beat me, first and second, they were over 100. But because there was no heavyweights, they had the heavyweights and the super heavies in the same category. That's why I'm really happy with the places that I got in that, because normally I wouldn't be in with the super heavyweights. You'd be in the heavyweights, and the heavyweights are after you, you know?
Yeah, so to compete with people bigger
The
than
guy,
you.
he was a big boy. I was more conditioned than both of them, but yeah, he was bigger and he had enough condition to take the win. Yeah.
What's next for you in bodybuilding? You chasing something big?
Yeah, I got to go again, man. So right now I've got locked in a solid off season. I've just started my YouTube, Schneider Fitness.
I seen the vlog.
Two episodes in. So now I'm tracking an off season. I'm just going to try to put on as much size as I can. Obviously lean tissue, all controlled, and then I'm keen I want to do the end of the year, but to make it stick and just let that weight marinate there, I'm going to do the start of next year.
Yeah, okay.
So I have a big off season, put the size on, let my body adjust and actually so it sticks. And then when I roll around into a cut phase, it's more likely the muscle tissue will stay.
Yep.
What can happen is if you're in a rush, you put on some size or what you think size, and then you do a competition and it all goes
Like
too
a
quick.
water weight?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So this way, I think is going to be the best option to give me the best chance to. I'll do a show here, qualify, and then I'll head off overseas again and go for the number one.
Okay, so you got to qualify here before you can go.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
That'd be interesting to see the journey. Now that you're a YouTuber, everyone can tune in.
Hopefully we build it up, man. Ash is doing the editing and all that for that too. So there you go, the support. Initially, I tried to reach out to a couple, but they're like, "Oh, it takes too long, this and that," which I get. It can take some time. So yeah, we're just rolling it out raw, and she's putting them together, and we're going to keep it going like that.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah, I'll try to put out as much as I can.
Keep it raw and real, and just document the journey.
That's it.
People love that
It's
stuff.
actually, that side of it's easy because it's legit what I do every day. It's just being a little bit conscious of how you talk, I guess.
Yep.
You got to pick your words, and you can't just be. When normally I'm going bang, 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 bang. You actually got to talk when you do it, which drags it out a little bit longer than what it would. But in terms of what I'm putting out there, it's legit what I do every day. So that side of it's pretty easy.
What are you most proud of in life?
I'd have to say having the kids there, and seeing them like now. I'm thinking because they're all in sport too, my kids, and seeing them, all of them have got that little bit of grit in them. So they're doing athletics, they're doing BJJ, they're playing footy, they're playing netball, they all done swimming. And I can see, like, say for BJJ, for example, I can see because at the end of the classes they do it's a free wrestle, and you can see they've got like a little bit of, they're trying.
Yep.
So that for me is a really good feeling to see, even though it's just sport, but that can flow onto other things, you know. Just to see them actually putting in the effort, and same with when they're running, the netball, you can see that the effort's there. That feels good to watch. I love going to watch them play sport and do all that.
It's like, in a way, we get competitive.
Yeah.
Watching
You
them.
can't help it, you know. Even with footy, you got to pull back a little bit because I coached my son's team last year. I'm coaching him again this year. It's a hard one because he does pretty well, Alex. He goes hard, so you can't say too much or whatever. But just you got to pull back a little bit, like. I don't know.
To a degree.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm allowed to get into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see some guys, and I guess it's good that they're there because you're like, okay, I don't want to look like him. It's the guy yelling from the sideline, fucking at the top of his lungs, you know, about to have a bloody heart attack.
I haven't got that far yet, but my daughter's 4, and I'm like, I make sure she wins every race at
There you go. And you'll bribe them a little bit too. I'm like, look, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. If you run your hardest in this race, I'll get you a slushy. And it's like,
pep talks
they
work.
And you can see they're kind of there, and you're like, and you start adding shit on, you're like, end of Zappos. They're like, whoa, then they start, okay, now we're on. Yeah, I'll add a few things if I need to, just get there.
But it instills that competitive edge in them as well.
Yeah.
Which is like, if you want to achieve anything in life, it's like you need to be competitive.
Yeah. And I know some people will see that as a negative, but I don't care. I think it's a positive attribute to have, man, to be competitive and want to do well. Put in the effort, and you get the result.
And the thing is, you're leading by example too. It's not like you're sitting on a couch and you're living through your kids. It's
Yeah,
like you're
yeah,
doing
yeah.
it yourself, and you're instilling those healthy habits and that competitiveness into them.
Yeah.
And they're going to go and do the same thing as what you're doing, and even bigger as well, which is what we want for our kids.
Oh, absolutely, bro. 100%. So she's 4, your daughter?
Yeah, she's 4.
That's
She
cool. Is
comes
she in BJJ as well?
Yeah, so she just started last week, BJJ. She has no
Nice.
athletics. She comes to the gym every time I'm at the gym, and she's like, I want to do pull-ups, push-ups. Like, by the end of this year, she'll be doing, I reckon, unassisted pull-ups by herself.
How good's that?
She's a little weapon.
Yeah. I can see when you're saying it, you actually G's you up. So I'm the same. It's, can't explain it, but that's, when you ask me what I'm most proud of, it's that feeling of seeing them actually in it and keen. Because you see other kids, and unfortunately, or for whatever reason, they're just not there. It's thinking about something else, or not even trying. And they might come good in a couple of years, or I don't know. But for now, that's pretty cool.
It's the best feeling when they initiate it. Like, I'm at the gym doing my own session, and she
Yeah,
goes,
yeah.
and she'll just go on the rowing machine or the ski erg, or she'll go, Dad, I want to do pull-ups. And it's like, I didn't even ask you to do that. You want to do it.
Yeah, that is.
And she walks around flexing her muscles now.
Well, I think my son's bad for it. I think people think that I'll tell him, man. Like, every now and then I might G him up a bit. But 99% of the time, if I'm filming something and putting it on my story or whatever, it's because they've been doing it 10 times before that. I'm like, oh, I'll catch it now, you know? Because they're the same. Alex is always flexing, and the girls are doing push-ups and sit-ups. And
it's the funniest because she'll do it and she'll go, Dad, film me.
yeah.
Because I do all the content. She wants to be in it now.
That's it.
So she might have her own YouTube soon. Who knows?
Man.
Document the journey, right? Who knows what it could lead to? And I think that's a big reason why you would be documenting your journey too, is to, one, for yourself, but two, for them to go back and see the journey.
Yeah.
That's why I love putting content out there, is when they get old enough, they can see how far not only I have come and what I've done for them, but it's like showing their journey as well and how they progressed
along the
what
way
they've been able to achieve. It's cool to look back on that and have those memories.
Yeah, bro.
And see the growth there.
Yeah.
Man, this has been an awesome chat, bro. It's cool to be able to sit down and have this conversation and get a better understanding for who you are and your mindset and what you value. And it's cool, bro. And I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to have this conversation.
Thank you, brother. Thanks for having me. It flowed. I even kind of forgot we're on the thing. I'm just talking smack to you, you know? Which is what you want, really, isn't it? Yeah.
You want it to flow like a natural conversation, not just question answer. Like two mates talking shit. That's how you want to have it.
Yeah.
Where I want to finish off though is like, if someone's listening to this, they're in a bit of a dark spot right now. What piece of advice would you give them?
You know what, man? I'll fall back to a quote that I seen not long ago, and it stuck in my head. It was a really good one. And because I'm a big overanalyzer, yeah? I overanalyze situations, and a lot of the time it's in a bad way. So I seen it, and it was, if you can overthink the worst case scenario, then why can't you overthink the best case scenario? So automatically, say we're talking about business, you think, oh, if I'm going to start this business, what if I don't have the money in time, or what if I don't get the clients, or this and that? Where if you can flip that and just be conscious of it and think, what if you start the business, it kicks off, you're getting the clients come through, money's rolling in, you're feeling good, you're helping people, you buy the car, you got the house, you know? So that's a big one, man. If you can overthink, that's it, bro. If you can overthink the worst case scenario, which a lot of people do, and I do too sometimes.
We naturally go to the negative side of things.
Why? Yeah. Why can't you overthink the best case scenario? Like, if you do it, what happens if this happens and this happens and this happens, and you roll on from there? So, yeah, if someone's in a dark place, just flip it, man. You're not going to get anywhere by having a negative attitude. There's always another day, and you just need to put that one foot in front of the other and keep rolling, eh?
So if we were to sit here, if we were to overthink the best case scenario for you and in the future, what does that look like?
Well, all ones making millions. I mean, I don't need to have a mansion, a nice 2-story house near the water with my wife and my kids. I win the amateur Olympia next year and get my pro card. They're 3 good ones for me. Business is good, families healthy and well looked after, providing for them, and I'm kicking me goals and dreams.
Ticking the personal goals off as well.
Yeah.
So you want business, family, and personal goals.
That's it.
So
And why can't that happen, you know? With the days and the effort. So now, bro, I've been in, not to ramble now, but I've been in the same house from when me and Ash first got together in 2013, you know? It's nothing special at all. I love it. But I still love it there. So I'm still trying to push, you know? We've got the businesses, and I'm waking up at this time and doing all that. But I know that with putting in all the work and doing what I'm doing, I can just see that it's going to happen, man. It's just a matter of when.
So why not, right?
That's it.
Just because you grew up in Western Sydney, like, you can still go out there and achieve anything you want.
Absolutely, man.
And you'll get there, bro.
Yeah. Hey, if you haven't jumped on alloneprotein.com, do yourself a favour. The pre, the greens, the meal replacement. We've always got promotions going on, so please jump on. And thank you very much. I just had to jump in there.
That's all good, bro. All good, bro. Promote.
I still full started plugging. I've got like 10 plugs going, you know?
Plug whatever you want.
Nah, I do, man. Look, with the all-one protein, it's actually a really good quality product. It tastes delicious, and it's reasonably priced, you know? And that's for stockists too, like gyms, supplement stores. Our margins are really good. We've always got promotions going there. And then for online, for the retail price, you'd be silly not to try it.
What's next? Like, what different products do you want to bring out next?
Next, we want a WPI.
Okay.
Yeah, so whey protein isolate. I'd love to be next, and it is there. It's in the works. It's just a matter of time. And then yeah, all the raws, man. We've got big plans. We want to keep rolling on, and it is going to happen. Like the glutamines, carnitines, creatines, and aminos, hydration's big now.
Yep.
You know, yeah.
It's all going to happen.
It's just money comes in, you flip it, and we'll turn it into something else.
Soon this warehouse will be stocked full.
That's it. We won't be able to have a podcast in here. There's not a chance.
That's awesome, bro. Now, I'll put all the links and everything in the description, and then everyone can go check it out. I'll check it out for myself as well and give a review on it. So, man, thank you once again for your time. It's been a pleasure.
Mad. Thanks, brother. You're awesome, a legend.
Bro. Fuck yeah, bro.
Here we go.